Hey, welcome to the show. Hopefully, let me just check one thing because sometimes, all right, everything looks like a go. But sometimes we have stuff happen. But anyway, welcome to the show. It is me, your girl Laborley, aka Cat Lee, and normally you would hear a meow right around this time. But welcome to Ambitiously the podcast. I promise you, it's all coming back together. Just give me a second. But welcome to the show. My friends. Let me get us in the right situation right now. My friends, today is one of those days. Today is the day. I actually feel like this is the day I get to vent, but not about my own stuff. Really, more so about the shenanigans going on out here in this world. And so I love it. I like to vent and I like to say what I need to say about whatever it is that's going on. Today, my friends, is the wiretap. Today we get into these court cases. We discuss the depraved, the foul, the sinister, the heinous, all of those words. I can't even think of them all right now. I cannot. But we discuss all of these things. Right now, we are in the middle of the motion, the dismissal motion, um, presented by Universal Music Group. I couldn't even get that out. Universal Music Group against Drake after his court case against them. I felt like this particular the motion, because we all know what happened with the Drake and Kendrick situation, but the motion gives a lot of insight to what is actually happening on the record company's end, because we've heard of record companies being sued, but not because of a rap diss. We've never heard of that. So this is extraordinary. This is an extraordinary feat and find, and I'm excited to get it back into it. We'll talk about that in a second. A few things I need to say though. A few things I need to say, like join the conversation. You can do that by calling in. You could drop a comment. You could send a text, whatever the case may be. Actually, our number is about to change, so long story. But anyway, I'll let y'all know about that. If you would like to talk to us about anything, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Um, yeah, yeah. Like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. What just happened? Oh, they took my thing off of here, y'all. What is happening? Anyway, it's okay. It's okay. It's cool. Uh like, share, and subscribe to this podcast. We need every like, every share, every subscription that we can get. We appreciate those greatly. Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Um, This is why once a year I have to go through and make some executive decisions. But don't worry about it. I got it. But again, back to what I was saying. Today is the wiretap. Today we get into the court cases that are at hand this week. Hopefully today we'll finish up this one, this motion, and then we'll take a break and then we'll come back with the Big U situation. But for right now, let's focus on this Drake and this Universal Music Group situation. And we are talking about the motion because it's motion, baby. We are talking about that, and it's very important that we get some context about what's going on. Lately, there has been a lot of leaks of reference tracks on behalf of Drake, so it's getting ugly. And I'm here for it, baby. I'm here for it. But while we wait on my partner, and good to get in the building, let me just fill y'all in. So last we spoke, um, we were talking about Kendrick and Lamar's how they engage in a vitriolic rap feud. So I'm gonna get into that a little bit while we wait. But not like us, the recording at the center of the action was released as a part of a rap beef between Drake and Lamar. There are some other things we could read as well, but we'll just focus on this right now. The artist feud reportedly traces its origin back more than a decade. We read this last week. I'm just filling y'all in where we are at, and Doc is in the building. But broke into the public domain in early 2024 when Drake and Lamar began trading diss tracks, sometimes within the hour. I'm going to bring Doc in. Oh, well, Doc, you let me know when you're ready, baby. Okay, you handle your business. I'm going to finish doing this real quick. So Drake and Lamar's feud is not unique in the world of rap. Rap feuds, where artists trade diss tracks insulting each other, have existed pretty much since the beginning of rap in the 1970s. A number of storied feuds have occurred throughout the rap history, including the Roxanne Wars, which we discussed this all, like I said last week. I'm just filling y'all in, so we can get to the nitty gritty in the meat and potatoes. Involving Roxanne Shante and the rap group UTFO, as well as feuds between Nas and Jay-Z, Little Kim and Foxy Brown, Megan Thee Stallion, and Nicki Minaj. Drake is prophylactic. I can't even get it out. He is big on doing a rap feud. He's big on everybody knows that he's a combatant in these rap feuds. Having trade disses with a number of artists, including Pusha T and Meek Mill. We all remember that. And they reference back-to-back lyrics, Drake diss track, and Meek Mill feud as an example of that. Also, the Duppy freestyle lyrics, Drake diss track, and the Pusha T feud. So this has been going on for a minute. We've known it. But this butthole, because I'm trying to be good until it's time for me to be bad. This butthole here, though, like I said, is the only rapper that we've ever known to sue somebody over a diss track. Doc, let me know when you're ready. I just had to fill them in where we left off. Okay. I'm about to bring my partner in good in the building because this is extra fun when he's around. Let's get it. Hi, honey.
Yeah, what's up?
Hi, babes. Listen, I just wanted to fill them in where we left off last.
Okay.
Because, that insight is very much needed. And I don't want them looking like, oh, these crazy people. We don't even know what they talk about. Nope. You're going to know what we talk about.
It makes sense. Look, I would assume that everybody kind of knows, but if you didn't know, now you know.
Well, they don't know the ins and outs of the court documents. They know what's going on, but they don't know what's being said. And that's why we're here to fill them on what's being said. So I had to, just go back just a little bit to where we were. Now that I brought us up to date, we are continuing on from that paragraph that we just read and moving forward. So yeah, that's how that's gonna go. This is spicy.
Little technical difficulties, but I'm trying to get everything right now.
All right, well, I'll do the next paragraph, and then hopefully by then you'll have everything in order. The public feud between Drake and Lamar traces back to October 2023, recorded first-person shooter by Drake and J. Cole, which J. Cole rapped that he, Drake, and Lamar were the big three, i.e. the top three rappers in the industry. So they gave reference to the lyrics as well. In response, Lamar appeared in March of 2024 track Like That with the artist Future and Metro Boomin, in which he rejected the notion that Drake and J. Cole were his equals, rapping, I can't do this without cussing. I gotta cuss. I'm sorry. But I'm just gonna do it, okay? He said, motherfuck the big three, nigga. It's just big me, nigga. Barton. That's what he said. I can't read that without the cuss words. Like that's saying like Mickey Tiki, the big three. Ninja is
BET shows.
Mickey Tiki is just me. Ninja, it's no Mickey Tiki the big three. I can't even say it right in the BET cuss words, and that's horrible. So I'm sorry to YouTube and whomever else. I have to read it the way it's written. And I told y'all last week before we left that the one thing that I anticipated the most was that somebody was going to have to put this in court documents. And then if it goes to court, somebody is going to have to read this. Do you know how extraordinary that is? Like,
it is hilariously extraordinary.
Like, somebody has to read this. Somebody got to be in there like, motherfuck the big three, nigga. It's just big meat. They got to say that in court, in a courtroom. That's extraordinary.
The problem is they're not going to read it with the emphasis. They're going to read it as a statement, and it's not going to have the same
impact. No, but the fact that they have to read it is enough for me. I'm happy with that. Like, I'll give it the impact. I don't need them to give it the impact. I just need them to read it because it's funny. And then you think maybe whoever the lawyer is perhaps is a clear person. So they're like, Your Honor, you know, and I quote, motherfuck the big three, nigga, it's just big me.
No, that's the Boondock skit, nigga.
Nigga, it's just big me. So that is just funny in itself that somebody has to read that in court. Drake, drop it already. Let it go. The crazy part is there's still time for you to let it go. You just keep on keeping on. So now we're here, and now somebody got to read those lyrics in court. You ready to go, or should I move on to the next one?
I'm good. I got it up. I was having a hard thing pulling up the actual court document again. That was
okay.
It's on my email. It's not in my chair. Acting weird.
All right. But yeah, just the fact that somebody has to read that in court is hilarious and extraordinary. I mean, it's funny. All right. Go ahead though. You got the next.
So we on B, right? Or
we're on page. Well, it says on my thing. I don't know what it says on your page 4. And okay, we should be. It says Drake responded in April of 2024. That's where we should be starting from.
Ooh, I went too far.
All right, so it's B. It's definitely B.
All right, cool. I got B.
Yeah,
all
but
right.
it's
Drake and Lamar engaged in a vitriol.
No. We did that already. Already. It's B, but it's like the one we talked about all of that. Yeah, we did. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 paragraphs so far. So
Drake responded. I got it. April 24th.
Yeah, okay, there we go. Yeah.
Hold on. And this is acting super weird. Touchy. All right. So Drake responded in April of 2024 with the track Push-Ups, distributed by UMG. They gave a citation. The recording takes aim at Lamar, insulting inter alia his height. Look, they got the lyrics. How the F you big stepping with a size 7 men's on. And Pipsqueak pipe down. You ain't no big 3. In his career, your first number 1, I had to put it in your hand. Your last one brick. You really not on ish. And also, I'm at the top of the mountain. Just to have this talk with you with your A, I had to hike down. He also encouraged the feud, stating, this is a quote, this is from the song, and that effing song y'all got did not start the beef with us. This ish been brewing in a pot. Now I'm heating up.
You know what's the crazy part about all of that, though?
What's that?
Because one, you told that nigga drop and give you 50. Well, he dropped and gave you 1,000, maybe 1 million. So let's just start there. Because he destroyed your whole career in this whole situation. I love when taller men get into beefs with shorter men because they always use that, but then they forget that the shorter men have Napoleon complex. Yeah, and that is gonna turn into something because now I'm mad because you talk about my height. Like I'm a shorty, but all right, let me show you. And just because I'm short don't mean I won't duck your ass out real quick. Don't mean I won't snuff you. But whatever. I digress on that. And then on top of that, um, he said this beef didn't start with that song that they got, which it didn't. It started long. I keep reiterating on this. It started a long time ago. It's just that this particular beef took it to that next level. Yeah. And I think that Kendrick was like sitting on it for a while, like, y'all, I'm gonna leave it alone. Then he was like, nah, I ain't gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't gonna leave it alone. And then it just came to the breaking point, like, fuck that shit. I ain't leaving this shit alone no more. All right, and then you know what I mean, everything exploded. Yeah. And so he didn't lie when he said that beef between them didn't just start. He's not lying about that part.
That's the part that I want to say that I kind of think, and there's no proof to my statement that I'm about to make. It's just my idea.
Right.
I do think when they got together in the sense of maybe the labels put them together to make a song because they're trying to cross-pollinate each audience. Right. That Kendrick, being a rapper's rapper, realized something about this person, Drake, and was like, But him saying, this is business. I don't mind doing the business part of it. It may not be my thing, but this is business. I ain't going to touch it the same way. But then the flip side, I think that Drake being quote unquote at the top of the game, not understanding that, no, you're not a full born and bred rapper though. You are an artist.
But he said that in King Kunta a long time ago.
Yeah, but I think Kendrick didn't. I don't think Kendrick was really like, I'm going to really shoot you. I think Kendrick's like, hey, keep in mind this, bro. Keep in mind this, bro.
Tighten it up. But again, he said it. I can respect a rapper, but a rapper with a ghostwriter, because he already knew the hidden secrets. He knew the hidden gems. He knew that he had ghostwriters.
Yeah, he knew that's the part that I think Kendrick was like, okay.
Yeah. And you want to keep playing? All right. Simmer down.
Don't test my gangster because mine is way different from yours. They not like us. But nah, hey, bro, you doing your thing. I ain't look. We did this done together.
I just implore everybody to go listen back because I know a lot of people are just now getting onto the Kendrick train. You feel me? But again, I implore you to go back and listen to a lot of the lyrics that he was speaking a long time ago. King Kunta didn't come out in 2024, but he was talking shit then. You feel me? He's been talking shit, but it was subliminal. He did not say that man's name. In this case, he said that man's name. So now we know exactly who he's talking to. You feel me? No question about it. We know who he's talking to. Yeah. And that took a big chunk out of Drake ass. Like, oh no, he talked about me.
And I think it is a thing. I think his ego and the position he was in got in his mind a little bit like, wait a minute, I'm at the top of the mountain. I got to come down to talk to you.
Right. But you're not at the top of the mountain. It has a Pulitzer. How are you at the top of the mountain? It seems to me that he was at the top of the mountain. That man was winning Grammys before this even happened. It seems to me that he has always been at the top of the mountain. You have what? You got a few Grammys and some numbers that nobody cares about that. You feel me? What do you bring to the culture?
He thought he was the King Kunta, and then like, wait a minute, bro. Look, just because I don't bother you, harass you, show up on your block unannounced, don't mean that you run everything.
Right.
You cross that line, then I have to stand my ground. And my standing my ground is I murk shit.
Right. And I'm being nice because I only tapped you, but since you want to bring my family into it, and you want to talk all the shit like you that ninja, let me show you real quick that you not.
And I think that was the miscalculation that he thought he was going to have.
Right. For sure. For sure. I definitely agree with that. For sure.
But it goes to show in this last paragraph, I just want to say that Drake has been fully aware of this, though. Because he, like, they quoted him saying, no, this has been going on before this.
Yeah.
So he knew, but then it's like, you got bold enough?
Right.
But here nor there.
But like I said, if you pay attention to the lyrics, Kendrick Benson, King Kunta is just one song. It's a couple of songs with Kendrick been throwing shots at Drake. You feel me? But like I said, it was subliminal. He didn't necessarily say his name. This time he said his name, and I think that's what really hurt his feelings. Like subliminals, you could be talking about me, you could be talking about, you know what I mean? Like you could be talking about different people. It's times where even Big Sean was like, I didn't know who he was talking about. I was wondering if he was talking about me. You feel me? But really, no, he was talking about Drake the whole time. But you didn't know who he was talking about. You feel me? So now you do.
Old adage, a hit dog gets hollered, or a hit dog hollers. That's the old adage that plays with this. Because if nobody knew, look, new adage, cattails. If you don't say nothing, they may not know that you talk about them. But as soon as you say something,
say
that was you.
Everybody knows it's you, fool. I said that. That's what I be saying. That's why cattails gotta come, because you say something. I didn't say it. I even changed the name. You feel me? You said it. You feel me? So now everybody knows it was you that I was talking about. Oh, and I got some new episodes to that situation. So I gotta drop it because I got some things to say. But anyway, let's get back to this motion. I got to say some shit, but go ahead.
Okay.
You
want me to get the next paragraph?
Yeah, please.
Oh yeah. All right. So then, seemingly impatient with the time it was taking Lamar to respond, Drake is impatient. Drake released tailor-made freestyle on Instagram. They gave another citation for it. The recording uses artificial intelligence to make it sound as if the voices of deceased rap icon Tupac Shakur, known as Tupac, and rapper Snoop Dogg are rapping Drake's lyrics. In their voices, Drake taunts Lamar for his delay. More notably, for present purposes, Drake urges Lamar in the voice of Tupac to, this is a quote, talk about Drake liking young girls on Lamar's next track. And then they have another quote. They have basically the whole lyrics from the song. You want me to do these?
No, because I'm quite sure everybody's heard the lyrics to that bullshit. And I'm not co-signing to that shit, because how dare you use Tupac? Or even Snoop is still alive, but even how dare you use Snoop? Why you just couldn't?
And that's
like the AI bullshit. That's some bullshit. You bring some bullshit to the game, and I don't like it. Like, don't add that into the
like this lawsuit ain't bullshit that he brought to the game.
Don't bring that shit in here. Take that shit back outside. That was trash. I actually thought that song was trash.
Yeah.
I thought it was trash. I was like, what are you doing? That's what we doing now?
My back idea about that whole song was there was that weird thing that they were testing to see how much they can get away with. Like, honestly, I think UMG had a lot more to do with this song than anything else, because I think they were trying to test something a little bit. And Drake had an idea, or somebody had an idea, and they said, well, let's see if it works. Because it is very simple.
Problem is, but UMG doesn't own Tupac's estate, so that could have never have worked. And that's why that song got taken down, because they don't own his estate. That's why that song got.
And this plays the part why I get released on Instagram and everything. But I think it was something they were trying to see. And also, if you strip everything away from this is very similar to the kind of I know you remember 8 Mile Eminem, where he kind of reversed the rap battle thing, where he talk about himself first, so then there's nothing more you can say about him.
There's always more to say about you, punk ass fucking fag. Sorry, excuse me. There's always something more to say about you, because you have plenty of shit to be said. It'd be different See, in the 8 Mile, it worked because they had those things, but they were the things that they always said. These are not all the things that are always said about you. And then you do stuff to bring us more to say about you. So it doesn't work. You're not.
But he tried it. He tried it, though. That's the key part. He's like, well, what will he say about me? What do other people say about me? Oh, let me say this, but not me saying this. Let me have West Coast say what they think he should do to try to buff the hits.
He didn't need your help for nobody to tell him what they think he should do, because again, air sign shit. He's a crash out. He gonna say whatever the fuck. You keep pushing that fuck. I say it all the time. Do not break the glass and do not push the button, because once you do, it's kind of hard to reel that shit in. Okay. And I say that with purpose. And I say, a matter of fact, I'm gonna say that tonight because I haven't said that in a while ever since I got it. Anyway, but it's very hard to reel it back in once you do that. And people be looking all crazy like, oh, no, you did that. But you influenced this. You brought this to yourself. You could have left the shit alone. He said leave Whitney and the kids out of it, but you brought them into it. You brought this on your fucking self. Now he got to bring Adonis and the daughter that may be or may not be your daughter, and your parents. You know what I'm saying? He said, don't tell no lies about me, and I won't tell no truths about you. Before he did all of that, before he dropped Not Like Us, before he said this on Euphoria, but that brings us to the next point, because we're going to get to Euphoria real quick. So Lamar responds with 2 tracks, Euphoria, released by UMG on April the 30th, followed by 616 in LA, released by Kendrick by Lamar on Instagram on May the 3rd. So 2 different platforms, right? People had already been listening to 616 in LA, so they didn't have nothing to do with the numbers fluctuating from that. He released that on fucking Instagram. So what do you say to that, Drake? And then they referenced the lyrics. Lamar raps of Drake and Euphoria. The famous actor we once knew is looking paranoid and now spiraling. Yes, you are. You still are. Still, that's a fact. It's still happening. I've seen some things in the last few days. Yeah, you are. And a pathetic master manipulator. I can smell the tells on you now. You're not a rap artist. You're a scam artist with the hopes of being accepted. He criticized Drake's music. I make music that electrify him. You make music that pacify him, which is true. It's not a lie. No lie there. I don't see where there's a lie there. Attacks his use of Tupac's voice in tailor-made freestyle. I'm ready to double the wage. I'd rather do that than let a Canadian nigga make Pac turn over in his grave. I'm just saying. He attacks his parenting. I got a son to raise, but I can see you don't know nothing about that. Sorry, I just got to say you don't know nothing about that. Insults his character and racial identity because he's confused. Very confused. He said, I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you walk. I hate the way that you talk. I hate the way that you dress. I hate the way that you sneak this. If I catch flight, it's going to be direct. Did he lie? No, he didn't. How many more fairy tale stories about your life till we had enough? How many more black features till you finally feel black enough? Woo! Bars. Sorry. Okay.
100%. Thumbs up for me. For real.
Bars. And that hurt his soul right there. Like, oh. And that was before Not Like Us came out. I want y'all to keep track of this. This happened before Not Like Us came out. But the case that we're in court for is Not Like Us. Crazy work. Look at all that he just said to you, and you seeing him about Not Like Us. Crazy work. Lamar's insult continued in 616 LA, where he raps the members of Drake's OVO team are disloyal. Have you ever thought that OVO is working for me? Fake bully. I hate bullies. You must be a terrible person. Everyone everyone inside your team is whispering that you deserve it. What did you do to your team, Drake?
We talked about that though.
What did you do to them?
He don't put people out. He basically commandeers their songs.
And I ain't gonna lie, the reference tracks that's been dropping lately, one of the people that has been dropping the reference tracks was on his team. So maybe that's the person who's working for Kendrick. I don't know. Because that's alleged. I don't know. You got it?
Yes.
All right.
So Drake responded approximately, they're doing timestamps on this shit, approximately 14 hours later on the evening of May 3rd with the track Family Matters, distributed by UMG. Another reference. This track is a scathing attack on Lamar, laden with hyperbolic slurs. Drake attacks, amongst other things, Lamar's authenticity. Quote, "You just acted like an activist. It's make-believe." Then he mocks his height again. What is it again? But he says mocks his height. He always said I overlooked him. I was staring straight. These bars go over Kenny head, no matter what I say. States that Lamar cheats on his fiance. Why did you move to New York? Is it because you live in that bachelor life? Proposed in 2015, but don't want to make her your actual wife. I'm guessing this wedding ain't happening, right? Because we know the girls that you actually like, your darkest secrets are coming to light. There's a thing about this bar, though, I have a breakdown on real quick, though. Are you ready?
Go ahead.
So, if people are aware, Kendrick Lamar's mother to his children, she's extremely light-skinned. I don't know if she's mixed with something or whatnot.
She is. Mother's white, her father's black, but let's,
Yeah, so this is a very interesting thing because Drake does have this angle to him also being mixed, of an angle to making sure that he always appreciates dark-skinned melanated women. But the flip side of
Kendrick, who does? Wait, pause. Who appreciates dark-skinned melanated women?
He gives off the persona that he does.
Oh, who Kendrick does? Because his mother is a dark-skinned melanated woman.
No, Drake does.
Oh, and after what you did to Serena, the fuck out of here. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
But this, if you act like this is hip hop brain to me right now working, because he said we know what you actually like, but then he hits it with your dark secrets. So he's trying to say that no, Kendrick Lamar likes dark-skinned women, even though he's with a light-skinned, less melanated woman.
And what does that prove? What does that say? What point does that prove? Men like women, period. So that says nothing. He like light-skinned women. He like dark-skinned women. We've seen the women that Drake deal with. Kendrick is a man. He likes dark-skinned women. He likes light-skinned women. His mother is a dark-skinned woman. His father is a light-skinned man.
This is, if you read this the right way, this is one of them bars that Drake thought he got one going off on.
He didn't. He sadly was mistaken because bullshit. Again, bullshit. Because what are you saying? The same thing you accusing him of, you can accuse yourself of, and you do women way dirtier than Kendrick ever does.
That's the key part.
So I'm gonna need him to have several seats. And by the way, Kendrick's mother is a heavy. She's my complexion. So now what?
No, but what that's the part that Drake was trying to get off. That I ain't gonna front. That line is very. I see what you was going for there. But you have a history of not.
It didn't hit. It didn't hit.
It didn't.
So even if that's what you were trying to call yourself doing, your ghostwriters were trying to call themselves doing, because you didn't do that. Your ghostwriters did.
And Kat, you have a certain point with that. There's a problem.
You told them what you wanted them to feed them, but you didn't write them bars. Your ghostwriters did.
And that's the problem that I think I have, because also I don't know who his full camp of ghostwriters are, but even that means that they wrote something in their perspective of it, and he still repeated it, would not really think about what he was saying.
Yeah, and they wasn't thinking about what they were saying, because I'm guarantee all of his ghostwriters are black. Didn't hit, did not give what it was supposed to be given. So bullshit, Drake. Bullshit, baby Caligula. I call bullshit, baby Caligula. It didn't hit the way you thought it hit, but go ahead.
And then and asserts that one of Lamar's children was fathered by one of his business partners and managers, Dave Free. Quote, your baby mama captions always screaming, save me. You did her dirty all your life. You trying to make peace. I heard that one of them little kids might be Dave Free. Don't make it Dave Freeze, because if your GM is your BM secret BD, then that's all making plenty effing sense to me.
And that was whack, because how you know what's going on in their bedroom? How you know if she smashed Dave Free? Maybe she did. I'm not saying she didn't. I wasn't in there. I don't know. But how do you know? And have you seen them children? Oh, they're Kendricks. Have you seen what them babies look like? Oh, they're Kendricks.
Paying attention to the pictures.
I've seen them babies. I seen them babies at the pop-out show. They was there.
Okay.
They was in the fucking Not Like Us video. They was his kids. There's videos of just the children being online with Whitney and him showing love. It's one where his daughter talking about, that's daddy, mommy. He talking about us. Me, you, and the son. So you know what I'm saying? And even in that video, you could tell them children are his. But the fact that you brought them into it, and at this point, Kendrick had not brought children into the situation. He was just coming at you. He had not brought nobody you mess with into the situation. He was just talking about you because, again, this is before Not Like Us. This is before. This is all. This timeline. It's happening. You want to talk trash. You want to bring up, make Whitney look like she just sleeping around and she's sleeping around within the camp. That ain't cool. You know me? You don't know that woman. You don't know what her life struggles are. And by the way, whether she's light-skinned or dark-skinned does not matter, my ninja. She identifies more as a black person than you do because she knows her identity. Do you?
Facts. Okay.
So you didn't do nothing. Like, it's bullshit. And so what? He was in New York and she was in LA. Maybe she didn't want to go to New York. Maybe it was too cold for her. You ever thought about that? New York is a pretty cold place at certain times of the year. And if you're a Cali person, it's a world of difference. Shit.
The kids could have been in school.
Right. Anything could have been the case. But he might have needed to be in New York for business. But whatever. And that Dave Free shit just pissed me off because it's like, how you bring Whitney into what did Whitney have to do with any of this? She was just chilling, minding her business, raising her babies, her beautiful black babies, just minding her business. At least his baby mother, she chose a black man, and them babies came out melanated. You chose a porn star. And the fact that Kendrick got to tell your son that he's a black man because he'll never know that he's a black man because he always going to think he's a white man. It's crazy. But whatever. I digress.
You know the craziest thing about that, what you just brought up too, is the fact that it was more Pusha T that brought that point to the forefront.
Right.
He said, love that woman.
She's a porn star. You had sex with a porn star, unprotected, and got her pregnant. And then try to figure out how he was going to roll that out. Like, oh my gosh, I got a kid. How I'm going to tell the world? You know what I mean? At least Whitney is a respectable woman. How dare you bring a respectable woman into this conversation? Shit. Leave Whitney alone. That's why she was crip walking on you. I was cheering for Whitney. And I was proud of her because she showed up to that pop-out concert with the kids. Like, we ain't here now. Now, what you got to say now? We here. And Dave Free here. And everybody here. TDE, the whole TDE in the building. What you saying? Oh, my bad. Anyway, Drake also raps that Lamar physically abuses his fiance. See what I'm saying? You was just taking it too far. And then you mad that you took it low and he took it to hell. Now you mad. Anyway, Drake also raps that Lamar physically abuses his fiance, stating that when you put your hands on your girl, Is it self-defense because she's bigger than you? Again, going to that man's height. That you pushed the Napoleon complex out of that man. You could have left the height out of there, and then Napoleon wouldn't have popped out and showed niggas. But anyway,
you know, I'm curious. How tall is Drake? I'm just curious now.
I think he's like 6'1", 6'2", something like that. But Kendrick is only like 5'7", 5'8". So to a 6'1", 6'2" nigga, that's a short nigga. You feel me? But in hindsight, if Kendrick was a girl, he would not be considered short. Because I'm 5'7.5", and I've never been considered short. Ever. I'm actually, people look at me like I'm tall for a female. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy work. But anyway, yeah, he bought the Napoleon out of this man, though.
You want to know?
Huh?
You want to know
what?
How tall Drake is? I was just curious.
I don't really care, but go ahead.
Drake is 5'11".
Oh, shut the fuck up, nigga! You act like you the tallest man in the fucking place. That's why I ain't really care, because I know it's some bullshit. And he didn't write that line either, by the way. A ghostwriter wrote that for him.
Yes. Keep in mind, when we hearing all this, especially from the Drake side of the thing, it's like, you didn't even write this, though. You repeated it, you rapped it, but you
didn't write it. And it's not the same thing as an R&B ninja. You can't just get away with that and write. But anyway, he also said they hired a crisis management team to team up the fact that you beat your queen. Where's the evidence? Like, you talking mad trash, but you ain't presenting no receipts. The recording also makes various other allusions to violence, including gun violence. I didn't mean to say gun, but pow violence. Drake opens that he has emptied a clip over friendlier jabs. You ain't empty no boy. You ain't empty not Ned clip. Shut up. Asks which one of my so-called ninjas need a shell from the clip. You might have had somebody empty a clip, but you didn't do it, fool. And raps. Come get this ass whipping. I'm handing them out. I just feel like Kendrick would fuck him all the way up, but that's just my personal view. You see them push-ups. You see how that nigga be doing them prison push-ups. I feel like he'd fuck you up. The track closes with Drake stating, "You're dead, you're dead, you're dead." No, he's not. He's very much alive. Very much alive. There's nowhere to hide. He ain't hiding. He was in the Super Bowl screaming, "They not like us. They not like." I don't see no hiding. I don't see him hiding in Caroline. There's nowhere to hide. He didn't need nowhere to hide anyway. Multiple gunshots also sounded in various points of the recording. He should. I wonder if he did a video for that, would he wear the sweatshirt that he had with the holes in it and the smoke coming out of it as if he had got shot? That would be interesting. He wore that at a concert, by the way. And I thought he was doing something too, huh?
Oh, the only thing I have an issue with this in this legal document is this is hip hop imagery. Though I don't like that. I think they're teetering on the line of saying you're dead, you're dead, you're dead. No, that means you just got killed lyrically.
But that's fine. They won't word it how they word it because it's the court of law. They don't give a fuck about what hip hop looks like. They don't.
That's the one thing that I have against it, though, because I'm looking at it like, oh, yeah.
Whose fault is this? This would not be here had not done what?
Yes, facts. You are right. We wouldn't even have to I wouldn't even have to have this thought of like, you didn't know that was just hip hop verbiage, hip hop.
They're supposed to know. They don't like hip hop. They not hip hop fans. They not supposed to know. They're lawyers. Me
as a hip hop person that's not a lawyer, when I look at this, I'm like, oh, I don't want them to hear this the wrong way, and they be thinking,
that came out. That's what he said. He didn't specify in the song that. Okay, so y'all know, you're dead means you're dead in the hip hop industry. It doesn't mean they don't know that.
But that's my angle that I'm trying to say. I don't like sometimes when they do this because my fear is the same way that no, they gonna think, oh wait, you really said he was no, motherfucker, this is rap bars.
But they don't understand for the law. It don't work.
Lose their minds. they would lose their minds if they went to a actual like battle rap competition. I pull out the biggest gun, shit, you know the whole family.
See, this is the whole thing. They wouldn't be there because this is not their lane. The only reason why they're there now is because somebody decided that they wanted to sue because they got dissed in a song and they lost the battle. This is not a place that they would be, and nor would they ever be caring about what those lyrics actually mean. It's the court of law. That's not how the courts work. They've been using lyrics to lock niggas up for a long time. Now you want them to understand what he mean by your day. No, you said it, so that's what it is. You didn't specify what that meant. You just said it.
And they cleaned that up too. They said, no, when Drake signed the thing, said you rap lyrics shouldn't be used in the court of law, they say you were right then and you're wrong now. They cleaned that up too, though. I salute to them for that. They cleaned that up.
Listen, we wouldn't be here if somebody named Baby Caligula, Little Caligula, hadn't put this there. And then I don't expect them to analyze shit because they didn't analyze shit in everybody else's cases. So why the fuck? And these was criminal cases. So why the fuck would they analyze shit in a civil case? You're dead. I'm a freaking clear attorney who has to read these lyrics. You're dead. You're dead. You're dead. Nobody, they not analyzing the lyrics. They don't care about that shit. Lamar responded with 2 more back-to-back tracks. I loved it. Meet the Grams. This is where he brings his family in, because he brought his family in. You could have left Whitney and the kids out of this, but you wanted to bring them in. So now I got to make Meet the Grams. Followed by Not Like Us. So everything that we said that Drake has said that was prior to the song. So you add him on to make these tracks. And now you want to cry about it? Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. But anyway, so then he made Not Like Us, and Meet the Grams released approximately 30 minutes after Family Matters. 30 minutes. He was ready because he knew he was going to do that. He knew he was going to do that. Look what he did with Pusha T. He knew he was going to end. Oh, bless you. Season, yes, bless you. But he knew that Drake was going to do that because he knew what Drake did with Pusha T when he brought Virginia into it, and Virginia had nothing to do with anything. Which is Pusha T's at the time. I don't know if they got married yet, but at the time that was Pusha T's fiance. So he knew that was going to happen. But Lamar directs his insults to various members of Drake's immediate family and Drake himself. So it wasn't just Drake's family. It was also Drake as well, because he felt like he deserved it. He said, he sounded like an old man when he said that part. Sorry. He sounded like my grandfather. He sounded like my grandfather.
That's a whole of the ancestors was coming through, like
like he was sitting on the porch with a cane, like I
would throw this in there. It's like, and sadly, this does play a heavy part in it. It's that addict of, are you a house slave or you a field slave? And then if you think you about to do something and the one person that's close to the house, like, oh no, I need to tell somebody and somebody be the master.
Right.
I told y'all not to tell them. I told y'all not to tell them.
You know, want to talk to master. Oh, sorry. Okay. Not Like Us was released, made it for like the diss tracks before it. Not Like Us consists of hyperbolic insults. Of course they do. Lamar calls Drake names. Why you trolling like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Oh, sorry. I had to say it like that. And it was God's plan to show us that y'all a liar. You fucking liar. You liar. Oh, sorry. Mox Drake's OVO brand and image were OVO for the other vaginal option. The booty. The booty did. Oh, sorry. Then he called him. Then he said pussy. He said that. He emphasized pussy. He was like pussy. And then what is the L? Bird niggas. or bird bitches. Ooh, that was classic right there. He also makes he also makes threats of they alleged threats of violence. You think the Bay gonna let you disrespect Pac, nigga? He didn't say he was going to do anything. That's why I said alleged threats of violence. Because he just said, you think the Bay going to let you disrespect Pac, nigga? I think that Oakland show going to be your last stop, nigga. He didn't say he was going to go there and stop him from coming back to Oakland, do any more shows. He just said, watch your back when you go to Oakland. You fucking with Cali now. And if you know anything about Tupac, at one point in time, he spent part of his life in Oakland. You playing? You playing? He didn't say he was going to do anything to him. That's a lie. Attacks Drake's personal relationships, including alleging that Drake had relationships with Lil Wayne's girlfriend. He did.
Wayne talked about that.
He did. He got the tattoo because he did. He said, fucked on Wayne girl while he was in jail. That's conniving. It is. And calls him a fucking colonizer. He probably is. And inferring that Drake exploits other artists for fame and financial benefit. Where's the lie? Where the fuck is the lie? I'm just saying. Let me go on my old man stance.
You know what popped in my head when you say where's the lie? I thought about Black Eyed Peas. It was like, where's the love? Except where's the lie?
Right, where's the lie? They not lying about that. He ain't lying about nothing. He did smash Lil Wayne girl and then got a tattoo.
They found the clip. When this came out, they found a clip when Wayne brought it up. Yeah. Wayne talks about it.
Somebody asked him, did that happen? He was like, yeah, it happened, whatever. And they was like, so you feel somehow? He was like, nah, not really. Because Wayne don't give a fuck. He's still getting pussy regardless. But that happened. You feel me? It happened. But Wayne let it go because that's the Libra thing to do. Them September 27th babies is different. And like, you know what? It's not even that serious. One hoe is a hoe. Is a hoe is a hoe is a hoe. You feel me?
Hoes gonna be hoes, so I couldn't blame Tammy.
You feel me? Hoes is gonna be hoes. He did smash on that man's girl while that was his, and it's not like that was his old girl. That was his current girl while he was in prison and he was in jail. He was in Rikers. Be specific. And he did. Wayne does talk about that. That really did happen. So that's not he not lying. That's not defamatory. It's the truth.
That because look, you know the craziest thing is they have to bring like, hey, so what lyrics are true? Now they bring Wayne, Mr. Little Wayne,
Carter,
actually have sex with your current girlfriend at the time while you were.
Is this not you on this video, on this interview here? Speaking of
that's really scary though, because Wayne would do some weird shit like, I don't know what you're talking about, playing with his nails. You see that is
so that's why you gotta bring out the footage. Is this not you in this interview having a conversation about the incident? He can't lie and say that ain't me. Your face was clearly on the screen. So
Wayne did search me before, and they were like, "Is this you?" He was like, "I don't know what you're talking about." That was funny though.
This one they gonna know it's him. It's him clear as day, and it's he was scheduled. See, this is the thing about that. He can say that about that situation. He can't say that about that interview. He was scheduled. It's documented. You know what I'm saying? So they're gonna see that it was him. He had that interview lined up in his schedule. It's documented.
Okay, look, I'm just worried.
And not only that, it's documented with the record company because that's part of their per diem. That's part of the per diem. You feel me? Like it's documented. He can't say he didn't say that and he wasn't there. Now he can say he was high. He don't remember saying it. Everybody would believe that. Yeah, he was laid out. Speaking of laid out, I'm gonna talk about that in a minute because it's about Lil Wayne and Baby, but whatever. I'll talk about that in a little bit.
Okay.
Great. But the fact of the matter is the reason why he said what he said about the Bay is because Tupac grew up in the Bay, partially grew up in the Bay because he grew up here too, but partially grew up in the Bay. So that's why he said that. But he never said that he was going to do it. He said, you think the Bay going to let you get away with disrespecting Pac? And he said, I think. He didn't say I know. He said, I think. that show and that Oakland show gonna be your last stop, nigga. He didn't say I know for sure for certain that that's gonna be your last stop. And it didn't even come true. Sydney was his last stop. So it didn't even come true. What are we talking about here? It didn't. You went to Sydney. That was your last stop after you threw your slipper over the balcony and they found it. And your ticket sales was low over there.
Like, I think it's hard to go on a world tour or a cross seas tour when you at the bottom part of a rap battle, unfortunately.
Yeah. Pretty hard to sell them tickets. But he didn't do anything, and Oakland was not your last stop. Sydney was. Sydney, Australia was your last stop. So yeah. Okay. So yeah, I hope that we would get through this case a little bit more. But apparently, I mean this motion a little bit more, but apparently not. So I guess we'll continue on. But all I'm saying is I don't even know if we're gonna continue on because we all know what happened at this point. I wanna take a break from doing the cases for a second. And then I want to jump back in with this Big U indictment because that is serious. That's crazy. And it's a lot of shit in there. I've been reading it when I had time over the weekend, and it's just been nuts. Just knowing the things that I know. But what I'm going to say about this is, Drake, you can still drop the case. They entered their motion. The case is still in the court. Yeah, like it's still filed. You could just be like, you know what? I want to drop the case. And then no more of your reference tracks will be released. And then everybody won't know that none of those songs you wrote. And then what's making me, I ain't gonna lie, it's been making me laugh. What's been making me chuckle is that a lot of the people who go back and, who also do, shows on the internet, whatever, YouTube and things of that sort. Now that they're going back and they reviewing the reference tracks compared to the tracks that he say he's releasing, a lot of people have been having extra hurt, and I'm talking about these are Drake fans. Like, I love this record, I love this song. He didn't write that either, and it's just hurting them so bad. Like they don't know what to do about it, and it's like, you surprised? Pusha T ain't tell y'all that for nothing. Meek Mill ain't tell y'all that for nothing. They was telling y'all the truth. It's just y'all love Drake so much. Y'all loved him so much that y'all just couldn't believe what they were saying. Well, no, everybody believed Pusha T, but nobody believed Meek Mill. Right? And it hurt that, huh?
I think it's kind of in a messed up way, sadly, that they didn't believe Meek Mill,
but they believed Pusha T, but they didn't really believe Meek Mill, and Meek Mill was telling the truth. And unfortunately, Meek Mill caught up in some other shit, so that it don't help vindicate him none because he caught up in the other shit. But he was telling the truth. He was telling the truth. And so it just makes it worse. It's like I've never seen I've seen people fall off. I've never seen anybody get there. Even Ja Rule got it lighter than this work right here. When it came to him.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Ja Rule got it way lighter because the difference between Ja Rule and Drake was this. Even though 50 Cent demolished him and all that shit, no, he couldn't come out and make hits no more. He still kind of proved himself because he still was ready to fight. He still be ready to fight at his old ass age. He ought to be ashamed of his goddamn self. We too old for this shit, Ja Rule. And he's still active. People still fucking with him. People still talking to him. He was still doing shows and shit like that. And he wouldn't cancel his shows. He was just doing whether the audience was full or not. He would do them like it was a full ass audience. You know what I'm saying? He didn't cancel no shows behind that 50 Cent shit. You feel me? This is a different monster right here. And then Ja Rule didn't sue 50 Cent because of the shit. You know what I mean? He didn't sue 50 Cent because of the shit that 50 Cent was saying. This, I've never seen anything like this. This is the worst of the worst. This man, we watched this man literally go from the top of the mountain to the bottom in 1 year.
Mm-hmm.
in 1 year. By the way, it is the anniversary of said tracks. Certain tracks anyway. I'm not gonna go back and shit. It's the anniversary of Not Like Us, I believe. It's been a year. Euphoria has definitely been a year. It's been a year. You know what I'm saying? It's been a year. I can't say specifically Not Like Us, but it's been no. Ho. Okay. No, not yet. Almost. 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 We still in we almost. We not there yet. We got a couple of more months for the anniversary of these tracks hit. But I just say you dug yourself a hole and now you can't climb out of it. You killed your own career. Kendrick just assisted you. He gave you the rope and the chair and he let you hang yourself. I'm trying to think of any other analogies I could think of right now. But he gave you the shovel to dig your hole. You dug it. Now you can't get out. He gave you the rope and in the chair. He didn't even kick it. You kicked it yourself and you hung yourself.
I got one for you. You ready?
Well, go ahead.
If Kendrick Lamar go by Kung Fu Kenny starts with a K. Then you got the doctor and assistant people in them own cells. Dr. Kevorkian, Dr. K. Boom.
You killed yourself. You killed yourself. You did this to yourself. And this motion was filed on like a week ago or almost a week ago. Not about a week ago. On 3/17/25. That means you still have time to drop the fucking case, you fucking idiot. That's all I'm saying. So I ain't going to dig too much deeper into this case because we all know what it's about. We know that he's mad because he got served his own asshole, not somebody else's asshole, but his own asshole. And he can't figure out how to climb out that hole at this point. And so what do people who dig, what do they do? You know what I mean? They do shit like this.
Lash out. Reach for straws. Grasp at air.
You did this to yourself. So I'm glad that we were able to dig into some of this motion to dismiss because it was hilarious. I'm not gonna lie, this motion was the most hilarious motion to dismiss I've ever heard in my life. Tony Busby and Jay-Z's motion was not funny. Like this was funny. And I told y'all Busby is no longer doing law in the Southern District of New York because he wasn't supposed to be doing law in the Southern District of New York anyway. But that wasn't as funny as this shit right here. This shit was hilarious. So hopefully he'll finally listen to my advice, possibly, and just go ahead and drop it and let the shit go. Take a little break. That vacation you were supposed to be going on after you dropped them tracks that you thought you was hitting with, and you said you was going on vacation. You should probably take that vacation now. When you come back, don't drop any rap records. No hip hop, no rap, because nothing you do is hip hop. No rap records. Only drop R&B, and don't get somebody else to jump on there with you. You should just do it by yourself. You gotta be a man. Stand up like a man. Or if you're gonna be a girl, pull your big girl britches up. But by yourself, right? Do something good in Canada and in Toronto. Do something good for the people, not for yourself, for the people in Canada and Toronto. Do something good for maybe some people in Texas or Tennessee, because Cali not rocking with you. You lost that one. So do maybe Tennessee or possibly Texas. And then chill out. Don't get in no more beefs with nobody else. Just let it go. And then you could come back just as an R&B nigga. That's all. That's all. And you'll be okay. Or consider acting again, like I said, but it won't be you won't be an A budget actor. You'll be a B at most, C budget actor, and you'll be all right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. But let it go. Drop the case first. That's the first thing you should do. That is my advice to you, Petty Boots. That is my advice to you, baby Caligula. That is my advice to you, little Boots. That is my advice to you, Drake. Drop the fucking case and move the fuck on. Because this is ridiculous. Ridiculous. It's diabolical. It's diabolical. It's diabolical. Let it go. Get on your Elsa and let it go. Oh, I remember when my baby used to sing all the Frozen songs all the time. Let it go. Shit. But anyway, it is now time for me to show some love. Let the shit go. God damn it. I'm sorry. He just irking my soul. Let it go. Dang, you about to make me start singing the song. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Damn it. Let it go. And do what I just told you to do. I just gave you a list of things that can help you for the greater good of Drake. Maybe revamp Degrassi. Make a guest appearance on Euphoria. You the executive, one of the executive.
I don't guest appearance on Euphoria might not be a good look.
Oh no, it might not. I was gonna say be a teacher or some shit, but whatever.
No.
Okay, maybe not. Okay, double back, do a Degrassi reunion. Come back as Jimmy in the wheelchair. Okay, maybe Jimmy got some new legs or some shit. Like the doctors helped him or some shit. I don't know.
Damn.
I don't know. But what I'm saying is, it's no more rap for you. Okay, just let it go. No more rap for you. Drop the case. Take your vacation. Come back with some R&B shit. Some B or C budget films. You'll be okay. Okay. That's my advice for the day. I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna get back in your soul in a minute, but I gotta show some love real quick. First, I want to show love. Doc, I know you need to do what you need to do. I gotta show some love real quick, but I'm just saying, let the shit go. God damn it, let it go. Anyway, it's time for me to show some love real quick. Hold on, let me get my layout together. It's time for me to show some love, though. I love you guys so much, and I adore you guys so much. And anybody watching from Facebook, YouTube, or Twitch, thank you for the love. I appreciate you so much. We appreciate you over here, Ambitiously Entertainment. We're working on some things. It's gonna take its time, but trust me, we're working on some things. It's time for the love notes, though. What are the love notes? The love notes are the people who are in my listening audience, whom I adore very, very much. And I always like to show them love because they show me love. They're faithful, they're loyal, and dedicated. And so I appreciate them so much. Love notes. How do we come up with the name Love Notes? Well, I used to call it love. Doc used to call it show notes. Now, we bickered a little bit for a while, and then finally we came to the compromise, because there's no love without compromise. We came to the compromise that we would now call it Love Notes, and I'm not going to change it anymore because I like it at this point. It fits. Again, this is our listening audience. Doc also said I had a stack of papers the size of a composition notebook. Let me tell y'all, I did not. It was a lot of papers, though. It was. But in all fairness, it was a lot of cities, states, and countries on those papers. Now we've gone green. We don't do that anymore, and we do it like this. Yeah, baby. It's love, all love. Thank you for the love. Top 6. Thank you for loving me like I love y'all. Shout out to my top 6. United States, the United Kingdom, India, China, Canada, and Belgium, specifically Brussels. Thank you for the love. I adore you guys so much, and thank you just for your loyalty. Russia, Indonesia, Japan, New Zealand, Australia, Turkey, Switzerland, Germany, Mexico, Austria, Philippines, and Kenya. Hi, babies. Thank you so much. Pakistan, Romania, South Africa, Nigeria, Brazil, Netherlands, Singapore, Spain, Ireland, and Nepal. I love you all. Thank you so much for the love. Oh my goodness. Mauritius, Israel, Hong Kong, France, Poland, Tunisia, Venezuela, baby, the Czech Republic, Portugal, and Morocco. Hi, boos. I love you so much. Thank you for the love. Oh, I feel tingly. Ghana, Finland, Cameroon, Lithuania, Sweden, Bangladesh, and Latvia. Thank you for the love. I appreciate you guys so much. Y'all make me want to keep up the work. So I'm gonna try my best. Hungary, Greece, Denmark, Jamaica, Slovakia, Ukraine, Peru. Hi, boos. I love you too. Thank you for the love. Thank you so much for the love. Extraordinary. Extraordinary. Oh my gosh, I love you. And last but not least, Italy. I thank you guys for the love as well. I'm trying Italy. I'm trying to make my way there so I can go to Tuscany and run through the fields of sunflowers and just enjoy the beauty that is your countryside. I love it so much. Thank you. I love you guys so much. Thanks. Let me see. Let's see what Doc has said real quick while he's out of the area. Doc has said, top flight, catch the vibes, come Drake, do the thing, drop the case, and do more harmonies. I'm just saying, let me bring him back in here real quick. I'm just saying, that just makes all this much more sense than this nonsense. Let me bring Doc back in. Makes much more sense than this nonsense that we're going through right now.
You gave him a plan.
I did. I gave him an excellent plan. I think this plan, that's why I don't know who the fuck your PR team is either, because they should be on top of this plan too. Your crisis management team, where the fuck are they at? You need a crisis man. You talking about Kendrick Hyatt one. You need one right now. Where the fuck are they at? This is stupid. I don't even know. Doc has said we worldwide. This is a hip hop L. It is seen around the world. Time for it to stop. Yes. Already. You ain't never lied. Yes. Let it go. Shit. I gave you the plan. Now all you got to do is execute the plan. I told y'all I'm big on execution. Execute the plan. Let this bullshit go. Let's let it go. Shit. Oh my gosh. Doc also has said, hit the like button, tune in a live show, radio show, and get the app. Yes, for sure. I don't know what is going on with me lately. I've been tired a lot. I know I ain't party that hard this weekend. What the hell? Speaking of radio, I did talk to Rukazi today. The mix is on its way. He like to keep me posted. I'm ready. I'm excited. I can't wait to see what we got coming up. Ooh, tingly already. Hopefully I won't have too many hip hop orgasms on Friday, because I had too many this weekend. It was just overload. But yeah, for sure, hit that like button. For sure, tune in. We doing some things. We trying to do some things anyway. Yeah, I'm gonna need him to cut it out though. I think that these people here on the streaming platform that I use right now know it's about to come to an end, and they've been doing me dirty. So all of the things are not on the screen right now, but it's okay. It's fine. I know what I need to put when I need to put it. Always join the conversation. You can do that by calling in, dropping a comment, or texting us. I can't put that up because they deleted it. But you know what I'm saying. If you would like to talk to us about anything, contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Contact at ambitiouslyent.com. Listen, I have permission. I do not play music videos that I do not have permission to play, and I've written visual, audio. I got it. And so I won't play music videos that I don't have permission to play. Also, what my DJ does, so we do not take requests, because let him do him. Did I not tell y'all that last Friday I had a fucking hip hop orgasm? Why would I ever change up what he got going on over there? Shut up. Leave him alone. Not too much on my damn DJ. Join our coffee community so we can have salacious, titillating, and taboo conversations, and I can say fucking shit whenever the fuck I feel like it. I want to. All the time. I told you what happened at these daggone venues this weekend. All I kept saying was shit, fuck, And I was like, yeah, I do use those words a lot. It's crazy. But join the coffee community so I could use them some more. I think that's fair. Um, Check out our website, www.ambitiouslyent.com. www.ambitiouslyent.com. Something for everybody over there. Go over there, check it out. It's love, baby. It's love. Big shout out to our DJ Lucchese. Go DJ, cause that's my DJ. Go DJ, cause that's my listen. I don't know a DJ that can give me a hip hop orgasm like he can. Shit. I'm not having sex with this man. We don't even have that kind of relationship. But he gave me an orgasm without even touching my body. It was crazy. It was nuts. It's bananas. A big shout out to DJ Brew Casey. And don't forget, let us know how y'all feel about these mixes. He would like to know. I would like to know. He'll be here on Friday, so say it to his face. Not too much on him, though. We'll fuck you up around here about him. We don't play about DJ Brew Casey. And that's that. Listen. Say it to his face, though. Don't say it to me. Say it to him. He waiting. He said, "Knock if you buck, boy." Oh, sorry. My bad. But anyway.
Knock
if you buck, boy. What you want? What you want to do? Oh, sorry. But anyway, big shout out to DJ Rukasey. Listen. That man didn't even touch my body. He don't touch me at all. We barely even see each other. Like, us seeing each other this weekend was amazing. Because it's like, hey, buddy. He touched my soul, not my body. Because, anything with Wu-Tang touching my soul, period. So. But then you added the boot camp clip to it, and it was like, oh, my gosh. Orgasm. Anyway. It's time for me to say the things that I need to say because they are very important. Because today is trash day, and me and Doc got to get out of here and do what it is that we do. Mind your business, except for on Media Mondays, where I tell everybody's business because I'm nosy, and I want y'all to be nosy with me because it's fun. It's fun as fuck, and we get to discuss what they got going on. It's fun. Tap in. I try not to tell people's business, but this tapping, I definitely told some business because who made the macaroni and cheese? I need to know. I can't eat it if the right people didn't make it. But I try not to. The wiretap, as you can see, if you got a court case, we're reading it. Oh yeah, we're reading it. So don't have one. Don't be foul, sinister, depraved, heinous, manipulative, nasty, idiotic, stupid, freaking, dang, I don't know. Go ahead, Doc. Take it away. I'm
repulsive, disgusting, nauseating, insidious. Oh, wait, I jumped too far. Nauseating, corrupt, perverted, immoral, malicious, diabolical, and then my favorite one is insidious. But diabolical and insidious is right there next to each other. But yeah, you always talk about don't be idiotic. You did dumb shit. And you get dumb shit.
Yeah, and don't be out here trying to strike a chord because it's probably A minor. How about that? Okay, don't do none of that, and we won't read your case. It's that simple. As long as it's high profile, you don't have to be a celebrity. It just has to be high profile. We are reading that case. Know that. I'm getting it, and we're reading it. Wet and Wire is more me telling my business and Doc telling a little bit of his business. Cattails, I'm telling, it's my business, but it's the business of the people who did shit that made me have to tell a story. Don't say nothing. They won't know it's shit. That's all I'm saying. But you know it's shit because of the story, but they don't know it's shit. So you don't say nothing and then everything will be cool.
If you get hit, do not holler.
Yeah, that's all I'm saying. It's not our fault that you out here running your mouth like, oh, you gonna say that to me? You get on the internet talking about you told people that then they know it's you. Okay, so shut up. Don't say nothing. I'm trying to save your life. But other than that, mind your business. Love your babies. Hug your babies. Tell your babies that they encourage your babies, and then tell your babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They need that encouragement. They need that so much, and you can't depend on the teachers to do it because they won't. It's too much. to ask them to do that. So what I'm going to say is that you should do it. If they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best. Hold on. I feel naked. What is happening here? I feel naked. Certain things got to be on the screen when I say this. Let them babies know they go. Now, if they want to work for NASA, tell them be the best astronaut, engineer, receptionist, janitor, secretary, whatever the hell else they do over at NASA. I don't know. Never worked for NASA. What I do know is get yourself a telescope and not the kind that you look through your neighbor's windows with you perv. Get you a good one. Requires assembly. Comes with scopes, lenses, maybe a laser. Mine does. And a net. Maybe perhaps mine also has that as well. But get that, go out there with them kids and maybe you discover something, a meteor, a comet, an asteroid, a freaking planet, a planet that was a planet that's not a planet anymore, but in my opinion will always be a planet because I don't give a fuck what they say. Maybe a UFO. Don't call me though. Don't call me. Well, you could call me after it happens. You just can't call me when it's happened. I don't want no parts of that. Okay. But yeah, get yourself a telescope and throw the one. I keep saying I think we're gonna start a collection of those types of telescopes because I can't have those out on the streets. That's just terrible. Get you one though. If they want to work for NASCAR, tell them to be the best NASCAR driver, pit boss, pit crew member, commentator, engineer. I know they got those over there too. Whatever the hell else they do. Hot dog stand vendor. I don't know what else the hell they do over there in NASCAR. I don't know. I never worked for them either. But what I do know is that they got a need for speed. And at one point in time, they love muscle cars. And I love and forever will love muscle cars. You know what I'm saying? Put the pedal to the metal. Muscle cars. Stop playing. Now y'all got fiberglass cars. Metal cars is where it's at. And a lot less people died. Because they had to get through the metal first. Anyway, metal cars were genius. They were beautiful. Now you got Teslas. And they repo them. And you don't have no choice. You just got to enjoy the ride to the car dealership. You just got to enjoy the ride. You can't even turn the car around. You just got to go. But yeah, whatever the case may be. Y'all should have knew that Mus Boy was no good when he started making them. And now look where we at. But anyway, whatever the case may be, tell them babies that they are the GOAT, the greatest of all time. They need that encouragement. And don't leave it to the teachers, like I said, because then who knows if they ever feel like they're great. And so you do it. You're the parent. This is very important. This is a very important part of the sermon, which is stay in your lane. Stay in your lane. My lane. Your lane. Not the same. Not at all. Yours over there. Mine is over here. Stay in yours. Safe way. Very safe way to live your life. Remember, don't break the glass. Don't push the button. Air signs don't have no control after those things happen. Then we just start crashing out and then everybody looking at us like we crazy. Listen. Just listen to me for once. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying. And plus, I feel like if you know this, then we could be friends and then everybody will be happy. But yeah, just don't break the glass, don't push the button. I don't have my sound effects right now, but don't worry, they're coming back, baby. They're coming back. But when they do, just know meow and purr. What? Who in the hell? I don't know what that is. Okay. But anyway, yeah, just don't break the glass, don't push the button. And AU big purr bitches. AU big purr. Who let me see what this person had to say. Unc still got gang for real, for real. I don't know who Unc is, but cool. Cool. Congratulations, Unc, for still having gang. I don't know. But let me put this back on the screen because this makes me happy. I like to see this on the screen all the time. It makes me happy. Hey, you big purr bitches. Ha! Pick and choose your battles wisely. Tonight's show was a prime example of why I say that you should pick and choose your battles wisely. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. Y'all laughed at J. Cole, but he was smart. He knew that this was not his battle. The problem was he did the thing and then he took it back and then he tried to explain why he took back the thing. And you didn't have to do all of that. You just take it back. The name of the shit was I Might Delete Later. That explained everything that needed to be explained. You didn't have to go into it didn't set right on my soul. Like you didn't have to do all of that. But whatever. But your counterpart did not listen. He did not listen at all. And now look at him. He's spiraling. We reading his case, and it looked crazy. Well, we're not reading this case no more. We finished that tonight. But you know what I'm saying? Like, you just pick and choose your battles wisely. And then he lied, but Kendrick been proving that Drake was a liar this whole time. Well, Pusha T did too. And Meek Mill did too. But he's a liar because he studied hip hop. He didn't study. Because if he studied, then he would know that Mobb Deep said a long time ago that there's a war going on outside and that no man, not even you, Drake, is safe from it. They also said, but I don't know that they knew that they was predicting that you, Drake, was going to run, but they said you can run, but you can't hide forever in these streets that we done took. And they also said, Drake, that you, sir, were walking with your head down, scared to look. And you shook because there ain't no such thing as halfway crooks. That's what they said. Mama say, mama say, mama say. They didn't know they was predicting your whole stilo. They didn't know they was predicting. They was young when they said that. But you lied because you said you studied. If you studied, then you would know that you shouldn't have been doing what you did. You would know. Fuck the battle. Worry about the war, my ninja. Worry about the war. Damn, I'm worried about the war. I don't even know if you can enter into the war now. You probably nobody wants you on a sorry. Nobody wants you on that side, on any side of the war. Nobody. Bold, very bold, but I'm a bold bitch, so you're welcome. Very bold. Welcome to the club. Now you're here, so now you'll have some understanding. Very bold. He should do the list of things that I told him to do, and he'll be okay. Bring Jimmy back in the wheelchair. I feel like Jimmy got some new legs though, like some, process, like some, what I mean, to help him walk. Now he not in a wheelchair.
I don't think there's anything good if Drake brings the character wheelchair Jimmy back to Degrassi. Because
nobody else, everybody knows him as Jimmy, so he got to be Jimmy again. Anyway, I don't know.
R&B. He doesn't need to do R&B.
Listen, I'm trying to help him get money because the money is about to dry up. So he got to do the films too. He got to do all of it. He can't just do one thing. Okay. All right. Anyway, but pick and choose your battles, Wildly. Every battle is not a battle for you to fight. Drop the case straight. Alrighty, we can be done with this. I gave you the game plan. You'll be all right. Just do what I said and drop this fucking case because you look stupid. You look dumb. You look dumb as fuck. Nobody in the history of hip hop has ever sued anybody over a diss track, let alone the record company. That's crazy. Crazy work.
Crazy work.
Crazy work. That's crazy. Be you. Be who you are. Don't let nobody tell you how to eat, walk, talk, dress. Even if they say they hate the way that you do all of those things, just do it anyway. All right, I gave them some positive vibes. Even if they say they hate the way that you walk, the way that you talk, the way that you dress, if that's the way you feel comfortable, do it anyway. You feel me? Like, don't let them. Because remember, what they eat does not make you shit. What they put in their mouths is not going to make you shit that shit out. Okay? No, fuck it. Fuck it. Drake, I'm not going to talk about the way you walk or the way that you talk or the way that you dress. But what I'm going to say is drop this fucking case, you dumbass. I will tell you that part because this is disgusting. Listen, you can't make other people happy, but you can add to their happiness, but you can't make them happy. So let them be in their misery by themselves. It's that simple. Misery loves company. I don't particularly want to be around miserable people. You can keep that. I'm not going to be your company. You came in this world by yourself, you're gonna leave by yourself. Even if you are a twin, y'all know I try to rush past this part right here because I don't even. I'm a woman, and I've already had a child, and I know what it feels like. And I had a child naturally. I can't imagine. I don't even want more kids because of that. So yeah, I can't imagine. Listen, no matter how much you try to do to pacify a person, no matter how much you try to do to fix the thing that they obviously think is broken, no matter what it is, you'll never satisfy them because even if you fix that one thing, they'll find something else to bitch about. So fuck don't worry about that part. Worry about making sure you happy. And then my last piece of advice for the evening, last part of my sermon is this. Dream big. Dream so big that your dreams exceed the universe. And then once you realize your dream, plan and execute. Because I said it earlier, I'm going to say it again. Execution is everything. That dream means nothing if you're not planning to execute it. So that's my advice to you. And that's that. That baby.
Cat.
They say we're bold over here. Fuck that. He lied. He didn't study. Fucking liar. He's a fucking liar, and maybe Kendrick is right. Maybe he is a colonizer.
Everything with proof of evidence would lend to that thing. There's nothing that has happened in the whole situation of me being a person of hip hop. The way I see it is, I always think, but I base upon what I always said. When I really learned that Drake had ghostwriters, I'm like, oh, he is a better actor as a rapper than most actual rappers are. I will give him that. I've always given him that. And I've always said that. Well, people always looked at me like I was crazy when I said that. But I'm like, no, he's a awesome actor playing the best rapper ever.
Right.
He's doing good.
And he was. And I don't want nobody to get it twisted. Drake had some songs that I liked.
Yeah.
Oh, he had a list of songs that I liked.
My big thing was that when I remember when Kendrick first popped on the scene, and I never forget, it was in the J-Rock video. I said, no, who is this dude? This dude can rap.
Oh, he got a lot of shit I like.
Speech control. And I remember that. And everybody's like, I said that.
And that's what before all of the other, the newer shit.
This when he was a nobody. He was the underling of J-Rock off of TDE.
Yeah, but I actually like it as far as tracks are concerned. Kendrick had a lot of tracks that I like that I still love to this day that are older tracks. I like the newer tracks too, but I love to say Buster. I love to say that part.
Let's go. Buster.
That's my favorite part.
Peekaboo. Look, say Drake.
Say Drake.
Peekaboo.
You like him young. You better not go to South Park 1. Sorry. Listen, it gave me what I needed. I said it last year when all this stuff started popping off. I'm going to say it in 2025. This beef right here gave me everything I needed and some of what I didn't need, which was the court case. I didn't need that part, but it gave me everything I needed. And so I enjoyed it very much.
The era that me and you grew up in, there was filled with a lot of beef with unfortunate circumstances. I think, and I'm going to say this, and I'm curious what your response is, but I know we got to end soon. The thing that makes this one different is this beef, even though it was what we recall, it didn't end in any death, but it ended with legal action. I'm trying to still, and this is my honest statement, I'm trying to balance those two things out. Like, no, I don't want nobody to die, but I also think it's weird it became a legal thing. But
I don't want nobody to die, but I don't need no legal actions of no diss tracks at all. Period. I don't need that because people been dissing each other for decades now at this point. And not one of them, and people done talked about people, like I said the other day, people done talked about people, mamas, baby mamas, brothers, aunts, uncles, grandmothers, fathers, kids, like that's been a contention. But when you know that when you talk about people's family members, whatever they bring back to you is deserved because you took the shot. So now you got to get shot back at. It's that simple.
Metaphorically.
I do not need a court case involved in my rap beats, because then it make it look feminine, and I'm feminine, but it makes rap look feminine. And rap it can be feminine, but historically, you gotta grab your cojones and go. Like, this is stupid.
And that's the problem. That's the problem. No. Well, I said I wasn't gonna say nothing else. I have a bunch
even
of
females that had rap beat with each other is harder than what you doing, sir.
At this current moment in time, this one particular person, yes, I agree. And I look, I'm not saying anything more than that.
And they got the JJs. This is stupid. Let it go. Follow my game plan I gave you. You should probably, if you want to stay famous, if you want to stay in the industry, you should probably hire me as your crisis management. Because obviously your team sucks.
There you go. Hey, look. I want to make jokes. I want to make joke names, but no. So, and this was ENT does probably have a package for you, Mr. R.B. Graham, that if you would be listening, you could participate in. And I don't know, look, how it's gonna go. Look, you probably come up some coin or some shit, but hey, it may work.
Come off I'm not doing the shit for free, nigga. You put us in a situation. The fuck? Anyway, but it is now time for us to get out of here. I'm not working for free. I mean, even if you didn't put us in this situation, I still wasn't working for free, but I'm definitely not working for free now. This is too much to clean up. I mean, way too much to clean up. Nope. But anyway, it is time for us to get up out of here. Y'all, we will see you on Friday for this fire mix. I hope it's part 2. I'm crossing my fingers. I hope it's part 2. I don't know if I wanted to be part 2. I told you I was a little exhausted from all these hip hop orgasms I had this weekend. I don't know if I need a part 2 just yet, but I hope it's a part 2.
Look, when they had the back-to-back, they did the BBC with the Woo and everything. I heard Sean Price. I heard Rock, all this. I was like, and I was like, man, this is a perfect mix between what Cat like and what I like. Perfect storm. But
I'm crossing my fingers for part 2. I'm just gonna have to endure these hip hop orgasms that I keep having. But anyway, it is now time for us to get up out of here. We gotta go. I want y'all to stay safe, stay out of trouble. Don't do a Drake. Don't do a baby Caligula, aka little Caligula, aka Petty Boots. Don't do one of them if you're going to jump in this game. And that's all I'm gonna say. Just know that if you're going to be in this game, this hip hop game that is, this rap game that is, you can't be suing people, especially when you were inciting the beef. You told that man drop or give you 50. Well, he gave you $1 million and won. So it's your fault. This is why we here, not because, whatever. Anyway, good night, y'all. We got to get out of here. Bye. We out. We got the case. Bye, y'all.
Oh,